So I drove for 2 years for another company before Van Wyk. We hauled carpet. They were in Georgia. And then I came here. So I started driving when I'm 45. I started driving when I was 26, I think. So when I came to the company, I had only been driving 2 years. I was young. I really didn't honestly put a lot of thought into it. I got on a truck driver website, and within a half hour, I had like 8,000 job offers, and it's kind of mind boggling. So I was told not to go to the mega carriers because they don't care about you, by people who, who I know who were in trucking and stuff. And so I thought, well, they're not a mega carrier because I've never heard of them. And then someone told me actually to hauling reefer is good because even when times are bad, you still have work because you haul food, right? So sound like a good idea. So I went to Van Wyk, and I've been here 17 years, and they're just awesome. Like, I get home when I want, and I get home weekly, and I raise my kid, working here, and I still go home every week, and I have a life, and I make good money. In the summer we have big cookouts. We live near a lake, so we go out on a boat sometimes. We just, do a lot of fun things in the summer and stuff. I travel, all over the country, but I still have time, like on my 10-hour breaks. Like I do, like I go to like workout places and work out, and you gotta stay healthy, when you're on the road. I think when you like the people you work for, they respect you and they treat you good, it makes you want to. You like being at work, and I'm motivated anyway. If I'm gonna be out on the road, I'm gonna be making money. But it does make it better when you get home regularly and you don't feel like a robot in a truck somewhere. I don't do a lot of sitting. Maybe every now and then you might have to wait to get unloaded or something, but it's usually if it's more than a couple hours, that's about it. So I hear some drivers that work for other companies, like you hear these horror stories that they wait 3 days to unload somewhere. I don't sit there for 3 days like that. I hear people from larger trucking companies who work for those big companies saying stuff like that, and I just think that's crazy to sit somewhere for 2 or 3. Like, it's the craziest thing I've ever heard of. Nothing like that's ever happened to me. So percentage pay, I had drove by the mile at first too, and I think you make more on percentage pay, but like every time they get a raise, you get a raise. So, and I know if you work by the mile, when that company, like say you haul for a certain company and that company pays you X amount of dollars and then they get a raise, they don't just up their per mile pay, but like every time they get a raise from the places we haul for, then we get a raise too. So that works out pretty good. They don't micromanage me. I would tell this especially to younger drivers who are new. In the trucking industry, they kind of tell you have to go out and work for someone who might not be so good to work for a year or two, and then since they do hire new drivers now, I train a lot of them right out at school. You can come here, and it's a place you can stay for many, many years. So if you want to come to a company where they respect you and get you home to see your family, and you make good money at the same time, and you've got good equipment, a place that you want to work for a long time, then you need to come here. That's what I would say.